You are built by whomever it is. If you believe in God, by God. If you don't believe in God, by nature. To live here as long as you can live. Don't you now go home with the idea that if you are having wellness and all, you will live here for 100 years. No. You will certainly not succeed. You will die on the day you are supposed to die according to your genes. Nobody under the sun can even extend it by a second. But we doctors can advance it quite a lot. Which we have done. I have proof for that if you want to know. We have advanced it a lot. But postponing, no. And lot of lay people, including medical doctors, have an idea that lifespan is equivalent to life expectancy. The two are totally different. Human lifespan is 120 to 140 years. Modern technology has brought it down now in America to 79 years. Can you understand that? But life expectancy is shown to go up. It's very simple. Statistics. The statistics is, you know what statistics is? Life, super life, and statistics. Lies are ordinary things which people like me talk. When the phone rings, if it is inconvenient, I tell my wife, say that he is eating. That's okay. You're not hurting anyone. Super lies are what politicians say. They'll promise a bridge where there is no river. They will solidify the air and they can make murder look very respectable. The super lies. Then scientists have statistics. See, this study about this cholesterol lowering drug is called meta-analysis. Meta is afterwards, analysis. Studies done and published years ago. These people now reanalyze it and put them all together. 13 studies done in 13 different parts of the world under different conditions. Entry criteria different, exit criteria different, the treatment different, human beings different, everything different. They mix them together, which I call as mix master technique. You know how it's done? You take bananas, apples, mangoes, oranges, sapotas, mix them in a big basket. Then put your hand there blindly, cover it, and take one fruit out and say, this is the representative of this basket. It may be a mango, but there is only one mango. Rest of it is all orange. You understand that? So it is absolutely foolish. So statistically, it is shown that doctors have increased. You know how? Life expectancy is a very interesting word. If a mother has 10 children, 9 of them in India used to die at birth or around birth. If one person lives up to 100 years, what is the life expectancy of the family? 100 divided by 10 years. Now, we just gave them some food, some water and something, and they improved, and some guys who could wash their hands and deliver the baby, and then it comes 5 children live up to 500, my 10, 50 years. It has jumped from 10 years to 50 years. Not because the government did anything or the doctors did anything. Just because the 3-4 things improved in India, and they should improve if you want to be healthy. A, clean drinking water for the masses. B, 3 square meals uncontaminated by human and or animal excreta. 3, a roof on the top and a toilet for the house to avoid hookworms which are deadly. 4, economic empowerment of women. 5, avoiding cooking gas, cooking smoke coming into the house in the villages. You're not seeing. You live in a 5-star house in air-conditioned room. They blow into dry twigs, dry leaves and cow dung cake. And the smoke comes in, and do you know what it contains? Pure carbon monoxide. Your car is 1,000 times better. Cars do nothing. And these people talk about global warming and all. Don't you believe them? They're again another kind of false scientists. Actually, there is global cooling. Do you know that? The globe is cooling. I won't go into that because again time is constrained, but I'll give you a book to read. Read that. Write down this book. It's written by Stephen Levitt. S-T-E-V-E-N. Levitt, L-E-V-I-T-T. V-I-T-T. Levitt. He's a professor of economics in Chicago University. And Stephen, S-T-E-P-H-E-N, Dubner, D-U-B-N-E-R. நீங்க படிக்கலாம். நீங்க பேப்பர் பசங்கள் இது படிக்கலாம். The book is called Super Freakonomics. Freakonomics you might have read. This is called Super Freakonomics, which shows so beautifully how this world is not warming at all, but cooling on the contrary. Florida had snow. Last month when I was there, Florida is like Mangalore or Chennai, and it had snow for 1 month. Seattle never had seen snow in the last 100 years. Full snow for 3 months. London, I've been in London for so many years. London never used to have snow in March. They had snow in March with -degree centigrade temperature. And at this linear prediction, if I were to do, we are in for an ice age in the future. And simply blame carbon dioxide. When we were all children, we were told carbon dioxide is a beautiful thing. We breathe it out. The green leaves take it out with water vapor, convert it to chlorophyll. That's the food for all of us. Even if you eat a cow, it eats grass only. Ultimately, it has to come from the chlorophyll. But today, what's happening? We are told, oh, carbon dioxide is very bad. Do you know why? America and Europe have industrialized fully. They don't want India and China to come up. So they will blunt. I will tell you one small thing. One cow farts 850 cc of methane every day. One cow. It burps another 850 cc of methane. It puts out another 2000 cc of putty. Together, this is more warming to the atmosphere. It's methane, 10 times warmer than carbon dioxide, than a large factory in Chennai. So all this is, simply making money out of, you get awards, you get money, you get jobs, you get everything you get. It's all done. Anyway, let's forget about it. So what they want? A toilet, economic empowerment of women. If the man earns and drinks and eats there, comes home empty stomach, and the poor woman can sleep empty stomach. But seeing a child sleep on empty stomach kills her. Not knowing where your next meal comes from is the biggest risk factor for a heart attack. And women get cancer of the lung because of the carbon monoxide. They are not diagnosed they are not in the statistics of the country, but they die in the village. People say, oh, God has cursed her, or the demon has killed her, and things like that. All this must change for wellness. Now, how does this work? I'll show you some things quickly, how the body is so intelligent. You look at the body there. One thing, it's not this. It is the spirit, mind, and your physical body. That is one thing. You are not solid. You are a bundle of jumping leptococs. And the human body is built with a very strong repair mechanism. Unlike the cars which come in the market without a garage, you have a garage inside which is so powerful that it can repair almost all things. Almost all things. Now, if I were to check every one of us here, including me, we will have at least about 10 cancers in us today, just now. But none of them will become a cancer, because your mind, if it is happy, the cancers die a natural death. But if you hate others, if you are jealous of others, if you are frustrated saying that I didn't become the President of India where my friend Abdul Kalam became the President of India, your cancer will grow. This is the only problem. So this is all because every system in the human body has got the repair mechanism. The heart has its own repair mechanism, any part of the body. Now all this energy for the body comes from the sun, electromagnetic energy from the sun. All of us live because of the sun, including a blade of grass. If the sun were to strike, if the sun joins the Communist Party or something like that, goes on strike, we'll all be dead. Now this energy can come to every cell of the human body, and it's every cell that is important. Human body is a cell. The cell in the heart, and cell in the brain, cell in the liver, and cell in your leg might look different, but they function identically. They all get the energy from the sun, and there is a software, 10,000 proteins in the cytoplasm, which transduce the energy and send it to the hardware, the mitochondria, which start the cell working. Did you get that now? It's very important to understand that. The hardware is what the medical student studies in histology, but the software he doesn't know, poor chap. The software is important. Now, if your body part is damaged, let us say that boy had the fracture. We can today supply the sun's energy in a concentrated way in that part only, and the healing is so happening so fast that you will see wonderful things happening. Now this is converting the natural process of the sun, because when the cell is damaged, it can't transduce the cell's energy from the sun. So it requires a more concentrated energy source. We'll show you how to do that. But what is important at this stage is to know that the human body has so many transformers. These are called the chakras. Do you know who did this? A Nobel laureate, professor of physics, emeritus professor of physics in Stanford. His name is William Tiller, T-I-L-L-E-R. This man has developed into a yogi, and he can send his energy to that bottle of water and convert that water into acid. Tiller. And whether it's true or not, his water was checked by another Nobel laureate who is a big water specialist, Rusum Roy, and he showed that when you have this water do a Raman effect, it completely changes into acid. But you drink it, it's water only. This is the basis of homeopathy. People say homeopathy is bullshit. No, homeopathy is a very great science. Only thing is, poor Heinemann didn't know what it is, and he only thought it's placebo effect. Doesn't matter. Placebo effect is a good effect. Now coming to that,